like your microwave. It's pretty poggers. Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened to my internet. I really hope that this improves in my next apartment, because I am moving out. Okay, I'm back. Hey, at least it kept the session running, so that's nice. Yeah, no, my ex moved out of the apartment that we had in the middle of the night. Without, like, letting me, like, any sort of... And they left me a note, a letter. I did not see it coming from a million miles away. All their stuff is in that room over there. Like, everything is in that room. I cannot wait to move out of here. Anyways.
Ships refitted.
They, her, and her new boyfriend? No. I just say there. Try to be gender neutral. When I can.
My cat brought me another twisty tie. He loves playing with these. It's not a toy. You have actual toys.
And I also like giving them, giving them their anonymity, too, when they can. I'm going to talk about it, but I'm going to try to, you know, keep their, I want to keep their anonymity alive. Reasonably alive.
I always found that a really hard word to pronounce.
Anonymity?
Yeah. I always thought it was like anonymity.
Anonymity? With anonymities like these, who needs friends?
Because I always read it as like, you know, anon, so anonymity.
The American education system at work. Doing the Lord's work!
Truly.
Getting your education, yes, must protect the anemone.
System reconnaissance completed.
Fish are friends, not food. I thought she left with her boyfriend in the middle of the night and just left you a letter. No, she did not leave with a boyfriend. At least I don't think so. At least I don't think so.
Gosh, now I'm wondering how my ex is doing.
She might have, but I kind of doubt it. Part of the reason why they left was due to being like aromantic and asexual. So
ironically, that's why I broke up with my ex.
The new boyfriend is a rock star? Well, I'm better than any rock star. I'm fine. If they left for a rock star, I don't care. If they left for another boyfriend, it makes me care about the whole situation way less. Because it's like, oh, wow, okay. You want to go off after all of that? Sure, go right ahead. Don't let the door knock you on the way out. I would not, like, I would care less about the situation if they like cheated on me or left me for someone else.
Success.
I would honestly care less. I'd be like, oh, cool, you're a horrible person. Bye-bye. And I don't need to waste my time with you.
Science Division report success.
Applied superconductivity. Okay.
I have many tabs open.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
I feel like I'm just gonna smack this guy. My wife's friend got kicked out of her boyfriend's apartment last week. Oof. But why though? Like, I guess I should be like, but why though? Like, did she get kicked out because she was cheating on him? If that's the case, then understandable. But if she got kicked out because he's a dick, then oof.
Oh,
then that's kind of understandable. I mean, like, don't, like, if you're going to do that, yeah, that's going to happen. If you do that, yeah, it's not fun, but it's an important lesson.
This is completely unrelated, but have you ever been... One sec. I'm also reading your chat.
I told my wife to cut ties with that person.
Science Division.
I mean, that's up for the
reports a
wife
new
to decide.
breakthrough.
That would be
Yeah.
up for your wife to decide to do that. I mean, you could definitely do that as a suggestion. But yeah, if she agrees to it, then yeah, that's fair. What were you trying to ask?
What was I trying to ask? Gosh darn it, brain. I think I've been losing IQ points throughout the years.
Oh, I don't think so. You've just got more scores.
Yeah, my scores have expanded.
You've just gotten more spores. Was in the Last of Us TV show were you rooting for the zombies?
Oh, one second. Let me make sure my door is closed. I heard you.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
You know, since I've been living here for the last 3 years, my door has been opened by a random child twice.
Oh, that's not
System
creepy
reconnaissance
whatsoever.
completed.
I started locking my door, not to keep, like, freaks out, but to keep the children out.
You haven't lost any IQ. It's called adaptation to the environment.
Response.
Oof! Too real!
Oh.
Very real! It's just the biggest of oofs.
That one meme with the oof levels.
Listening to stream while eating Lunchables for dinner. I've never had a Lunchable. Like, ever.
They're overrated.
I have never once in my life had a Lunchable.
You're not missing much.
You know what my dinner's been? Like, primarily, like 6 days out of the week?
What?
Chicken and rice. I am trying to lose weight. I need to lose weight. Because I need to find a new girlfriend. No, just kidding. I just need to lose weight. Fun fact, I got diagnosed with lipoma a little while back.
What is that?
It is a benign tumor in my right arm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yikes.
It's benign, but yeah, I'm just like, that was just like the moment where I'm just like, this had nothing to do with it, but my weight is getting way too high.
Mm-hmm.
So I am on the process of losing weight. It also helps when you're trying to find a romantic partner. It does help.
I mean, confidence helps more than anything, really.
That's true. The C word.
And being a decent human being.
Yes. I've got the decent human being down pat. I've got that, I believe. Everything else, we'll get on. We'll get there. Oh crap! I needed to build a. I mean, I'm terrible group of people and have 2 wives. You're not terrible at all, Rila. Rila, take that back. Wives.
I mean, they're terrible.
Rila, the wives of Rila, assemble. Let Rila know they're great. Assemble. Rila's wives,
I mean, they're terrible
assemble.
for rubbing their relationship to us singles.
There we go. Ayu, talk some sense into your wife. Where do you find a good romantic partners these days, other than in college? Well, my last ex I found in Minecraft. So I'm probably going to just be going to do something similar. You'd think maybe you should do something different. I can't. I'm a nerd. I'm going to find a partner that has similar interests with me.
And now I remember, I think, what was it? I have a caregiver, and she's trying to suggest I go to this, like, gosh, what was it?
Council agenda available.
It's like this kind of LGBT speed dating kind of thing.
Oh.
She suggests I go to get me out of the house.
I mean, that'd be good to get out of the house. And
the thing is, it sounded fun too, but it's closed right now.
Oh, fair enough. Also, I want to just mention to any of the chat that actually plays Stellaris, my sublight speed is 225%.
Zoom, zoom, bitches.
I think you mean.
You need to redeem that before I go crazy. Before I do that. If you don't lose weight, you have to get bigger. You ask how? Simply get on the rack every day and let 4 horses pull on you. I'm already 6'3", my guy. I don't need to get bigger this way. I don't need to go bigger this way. I just want to go slimmer this way.
I mean, weight really doesn't have much to do. It's just about fat and muscle mass.
Yeah. But yes, Icy Fox says, I don't know how to not be single. And for me, I completely understand that, and I respect that, Icy. I, on the other hand, hate being single. I absolutely hate it.
I see.
I love being with a partner. Skinny, tall man look weird. That's weird I shall look. And besides, I'm not looking to get skinny. But I am looking to drop at least 35 pounds from now. Preferably 45. I'd like to go down to 190 pounds. But I'd be satisfied at 200. I'd be satisfied at 200 too.
Construction complete.
I think
200 is fine.
at.
True, but 195 is. Shut up, Black. You know I still love you.
Construction complete.
Now, I'm glad that Icy Fox still, like, Icy Fox was one of the people that said, like, you should still stream. And she is... Icy Fox and Lemon were, like, the 2 people that were just... Oh, and one other guy. Not Octagon. Not Water Balloon. What's his name? Jimbo. Is it Jimbo? I think it was Jimbo.
Jimbo sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think it was Jimbo that were all just like, yeah, you should stream still. And then, because of that I'm living by myself and I don't really have to worry about
Division reports
getting in the way of anybody else's production career, I'm just like, I'm going back to streaming because I always loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I miss
I
White
should
Force
show you
stream. The problem, I wouldn't mind getting back into Hoi 4, but this is Space Hoi 4.
You should play Genshin.
Absolutely not. Absolutely never. No. I have more self-respect for myself. Hoi 4 is toxic. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting to play again, but I definitely want to in games like I like playing Hoi 4, but I have to be in the mood for it, and then I actually get into it, and I have completely lost my touch at the game. When I last streamed, I was good enough to play with people like literally CMOS and Boko and 1. Like, quite literally play with them and be on their level. Now I'm just like, I have to relearn everything. Never to not play Hoi 4 multiplayer. You should play with me when I do open lobby streams. They're great. They're great times.
What, do you know anything about Bokura?
Bokura? No. What?
We should play together. It's a 2-person game.
Why do I feel like this is a trap?
It's fine, you just have to play it 3 times to get the true ending.
Ships refitted.
Why does this feel like a trap?
Not.
Explain! Why does this feel like a trap? I see, save me! I just flopped around the map trying to accomplish anything.
Science division report
And
success.
yeah,
Oh,
I've just
please.
lost my touch when it comes to that.
I finished the game. You haven't finished it yet, so you don't know what the ending is.
Also, behold the galaxy. Besides this bastard. Oh wait, why am I at war with these guys? Okay, I'm at war with them. Time to smack them, I guess. Oh wait, no, I have a new admiral that wants to test her guns. Go. F you, I know what that game
Aliens
is.
have made planetfall.
Also, you didn't answer the question. When The Last of Us came out, were you on the side of the zombies?
Oh, I did actually answer, but it got kind of cut off.
Oh, what did...
I was saying, zombies are just the hosts.
Uh-huh. One of the games I was thinking of playing on stream was the original Dark Souls. But I might just play that by myself.
Ships refitted.
I gotta see what games are like on Steam right now. I haven't checked in a bit.
But I'm a Paradox hoe at the end of the day, so I'll probably play things like CK3 and stuff on stream eventually too.
Fleet
Let's see if
action
any of the
underway.
games I have favorited or saved.
Engaging enemy station.
I forgot how to find my... Oh, there's my wish list.
Alright. I have gotten 300,000 power, so I'm at what? Million... 2 million... 2.8 million close to? Fleet power? That isn't enough to beat the Final Crisis, but... Void Hunter?
Oh, yeah. Have you ever looked at games simply because they're like part of your theme?
Like axolotl games?
Yeah.
Fleet action
Not
underway.
particularly.
There's this game called Smushy Come Home, where you're like a little mushroom fella that I have on my wish list simply because you're a little mushroom fella.
Aww. I mean, I might play a small indie game on stream.
Engaging enemy station.
I found this game and I really, really, really enjoyed it. It's called Necesse.
Fleet action underway.
It was.
I've not heard
It was.
of it.
Super, it's like if you combine Stardew and a more traditional RPG.
Huh.
Yeah. Don't give him any stupid ideas. It's enough that he's played something like Bob the Builder or My Little Pony Farm. I don't think I've played any of those games. I'm pretty sure I haven't played any of those games. I'm pretty positive, in fact.
I'm gonna...
You don't need to suggest a My Little Pony game. I promise you.
Oh, that's not it. I was just gonna message you one of the games on my wish list. And I don't have
You're
it
gonna
on
show
my
me a
wish list.
hentai game, aren't you? Why so quiet, Rack? I was right!
We have claimed.
I was right! I mean, it's tasteful. I'm totally it's totally fine. I happen to enjoy that kind of thing, but you know, I was right!
You work as a maid, you just gotta help put the sauce on the food.
Subway. It reminds me of a certain fucking ad. A maid game. I wouldn't say maid. I honestly would not say maid. I'm gonna keep it a $1.40 with you, mate. I don't think they're maids. In fact, I don't think they're licensed by anybody.
Well,
Hey.
well, I guess, yeah, you're right. Waitress.
Doesn't make it any better. A male game. Not quite males either. I wouldn't even say they're male. Not quite males either. Not quite. But you got the spirit. You got the spirit, Fat Boy. Once again, not quite, but you got the spirit.
Do you mind if I send you one of the images from the game?
You're gonna hurt my family-friendly image, but yes. Not that I have a family-friendly image or pretend to be.
Council agenda ready.
Furry? Okay, you're getting a little colder again. You're getting colder. You poor innocent soul. Stay this way, please.
Oh, Icy's far from innocent. I've seen their internet history.
Things that I'll take things I didn't need to hear for 300, Alex. Neighbors are gonna call the police if you keep screaming like that. It's still before.
Did you see the image?
Yes, I happened to see the image. Thank you, Rack. How tasteful. Oh my goodness. How tasteful. Please leave him alone. He can't help for his strange fetishes. You know what's funny is I think it was literally 2 nights ago where I was talking about like how I struggle with tasteful nudes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Anyway, I struggle with the ability to like express myself sexually because most of the time, like whenever I express something sexual, I do it as a bit or as a joke. To actually express myself as a sexual creature is something I have an incredibly hard time to deal with. And that is mainly due to, you struggle with tasteful nudes? Yes, I happen to do that. If I struggle, yes, I do struggle with that. But, like, I'm not even joking. I legit will, to an extent. Because actively, like, I can literally name 2 people that have ever seen that side of me. But because I grew up in a cult that was like sex is always bad.
Evil, bad,
Like,
shit.
not always bad, but like even like in marriage, sex was controlled. Like, for a time, like it's now not necessarily a hard and fast rule, but something like a blowjob, like you know, oral sex was taboo. Somehow. Oh, lunch break is over. I gotta go. See ya, Icy Fox. Thank you for joining. Lunch break at 10?
Hi, the.
Do they work? Do they have a night shift?
Nah. They work till the store closes at like near midnight.
Happy that I caught a bit of the stream. Well, thank you for joining. I'm happy that you could join. But yeah, so expressing myself sexually is really difficult. So then Rat comes on the stream and it's like, here's this. I'm just like, ah! Because I just don't know how to handle it, other than it turning it into a joke.
Well, I mean, that's usually how it's handled.
Yeah, that's typical.
You gotta know how to handle it.
How did I get into
well.
this? Zentuzo, you walked in here. Do I know Zentuzo IRL? I don't know. Zentuzo is constantly saying things that makes me wonder if I know them IRL.
Wait, did I already buy the game?
Council agenda available.
What do you mean, did you already buy the game?
Have you heard of Moss?
No, why?
Science division.
RPG where you're a little mouse.
No, I do not. I'm not in Germany, I'm Canadian. What is Moss?
It's an action-adventure puzzle game. You're the main character is a little mouse fella.
Oh.
Because aside from being mushroom, I am also mouse.
I am also mouse.
Battle debris secured.
Have I actually shown you my kind of Sona?
No.
Let me pull up let me pull one up.
But Zentuzo comes in and they just like to mess with me. I don't know why, but they do. I don't mind it. I'm very easy to mess with. But I also mess back constantly. To be fair. Trump says he's going to allow Canada to join the Union as the 51st state. How do you feel about that? Fuck that, boys.
I already have France wanting to take back the Statue of Liberty. Why does he think more people want to join us? The ones who are here want to leave.
So, here's the thing. Part of the reason why Canada exists is because of the War of 1812.
Yep.
Canada stayed loyal to the crown. We did not want the states. We never wanted the states. We were happy with the crown. So, we kicked your guys' ass. Obviously.
I know! The War of 1812 was one of my favorite songs.
So, the White House got burned. At the time, it was pink. And that tradition has carried on. Right? Canada does not want to be part of the States because we're not blind. Like, this is my personal interpretation. This may not be the actual interpretation. But I find the States to be blinded by their own propaganda of being the best country in the world.
Really, we are.
right?
I won't say anything specific because of reasons. Honestly, the states scare me, and I live here.
So, like, they have this idea that they are the best country in the world. And so I'm just like, Canadians in general do not have that kind of mentality. So that's why you'll see that a lot of our systems borrow from both American and European and combine them. Sometimes in a really bad way. Sometimes I wish obviously no country is perfect. But generally Canada doesn't have this idea of like, our ways are the best. And in fact, we like to pull in ideas from everybody else. We are one of the most multicultural nations in the entire world. Literally only compared to that of the States. Right? So we want to do things differently. We don't hate the States. We just don't want to be like them. We want to be our own selves. We always have been that way. Right? Americans have the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. And they would lose their minds if they saw the gun laws here. I mean, some Canadians lose their minds for some of the gun laws here. However, the amount of mass shootings we have is far and away less than anything the States has. For me, it's more teasing than genuine annoyance. A little fun is necessary. Life is just too serious, and I like to joke around. I would never actually offend you. I know, Zentuzo. You're cute, too. I'm sure. But yeah, no, we don't. And then, whilst we're on this topic about Trump calling for the 51st state, I think it's an absolute travesty and a joke and also a horrible thing for Trump to make fun of our sovereignty. Genuinely, I didn't really care about Trump at all. Like, yeah, I always thought he was a really crap guy. Always. Even before the whole presidency thing took over. I always thought he was a crap guy. But American politics are not Canadian politics. And I don't think, as a Canadian, it's my right to influence other elections. Outside of my own. It's not my right to do so. However, as soon as he started talking about the sovereignty of our nation and belittling it, and then making lies about us, that fentanyl is coming through our borders, that they're subsidizing our economy in an effort to justify him taking us over, has and filled me with rage. So, if anything were to happen to him in a negative sense, I'm taking a toast. Simple as. No country, no leader of the free world should ever make a joke about someone else's, other nation's sovereignty. Ever. Period.
That is totally accurate, Zentuzo. That is totally accurate.
For many politically interested people, Trump seems like a small child whose lollipop was stolen. Yeah, however, the problem with that is that he's got a whole bunch of children who also act like their lollipop was stolen, giving them all the power in the world.
Because they still have their lollipop. They act like someone took it while it's still in their hand.
I had a Canadian customer once who wanted to leave quick to go to a gun range before leaving. Canada has guns. It doesn't change how we don't. It's not like we don't have guns. It's just we take more control over the guns here. Because we understand the amount of danger they pose. We just understand it. same as many European nations. Once again, Canada is a very weird mix of both American and
Battle
European
debris secured.
put together. Right? But we've also started noticing that fecking the States is pouring more and more literal billions into taking over our media systems here in Canada. Like, half of our media is owned by American billionaires. And then people want to defund the CBC here, and I call them idiots because I'm like, there's a reason why the CBC is good. Because if we didn't have the CBC, all we'd have, like protecting Canadian media, all we'd have is American media. Please do not let that happen. There's already too much as is.
Yeah. We should play Monster Prom together sometime.
I have seen gameplay of that, actually.
I also have Monster Prom 2, Monster Camp, and Monster Prom 3, Monster Road Trip.
Typical monster fucker. I'm just kidding.
You're not wrong, I'm a mushroom.
That is true. I come in thinking I'm being all clever. Haha, have you considered I am? Oh. Fair enough. Monster Prom is fire. Hey, Will, Isopod, how you doing? Yeah, I know of Monster Prom because of Isopod and his gang.
I like how they made it super easy to make mods for Monster Prom 2.
Oh.
Not Monster Prom 2, Monster Prom, like, you know, as well.
I have also heard some of the mods are downright devious.
I really wish you could, like, edit some things about the mods. Because I have this mod I like, but it's really nice. It, like, just adds a new character. But the voice acting is, like, much louder than the rest of the game.
Science division.
But I made an Azumanga Dio mod? I have no idea what that is.
I'm kind of lost, too.
I have no idea what that is.
God, why do I suddenly want to make a Bill Cipher mod for it?
Hey, kids! Do you want to see your insides turn out?
Someone hasn't made a mod for it yet. That would be hilarious.
I've got a whole bunch of kids to make into corpses! I actually recently watched Gravity Falls. I fucking love that show.
Science division report success.
It's great. I love it too.
Like, it's crazy to me that
Battle
a
debris
child
secured.
show does better eldritch horror than adults
Science
eldritch
division
horror.
reports a new breakthrough.
Like, to me, that's insane. Whole thing, a peak anime. I'm actually going to be watching Reincarnated as a Slime.
I should get back into reading that.
Science
Gosh.
division report success.
I feel so, like, kind of lame, but I'm very much the typical, I liked that thing before it was cool.
I think, what was the only thing that I remember I liked it before it was cool? Because I remember generally I watch Musoko Tensei. I've heard that's pretty good.
Science division reports a new
Oh, Invincible. Yeah, I watched, I read all the comics of Invincible long before it was cool. Also, did you see the clip of me in general?
Which one?
the general one, and probably the latest one. Fucking Isopod clipped it of me.
I'll check. Where?
Station reports enemy contact. New sit rep.
It's if you go up in chatting. There's a clip of me. And maybe a bit later. I'm not that old, don't worry.
Special project complete.
I wouldn't keep you as a slave in my empire. That was what I was quoting.
Ah.
From Invincible. At that point, I'm just gonna be like, are you sure? Are you sure? You're crashed down in space. Also, the law has been made. Nobody can fight. I watch a lot of
Council
anime.
agenda ready.
I finished watching the latest anime I watched is Spy Family. That was cute. Also,
I've been reading more than I've been watching too.
pretty sure threw a trash bag into space. Spy Family was so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after a breakup, I'm just like, yes, I need a Yor in my life. But she will literally kill you. I'm okay with this. I am okay with this. I promise. Get you a woman that will literally kill you.
I was just about to bring up that meme.
I am
Science division reports
I am
the new
all for
breakthrough.
women killing you supremacy. Hell yeah.
Thick thighs might save lives, but I want it to end mine.
Alright.
What?
Am
Yeah.
I strong enough to take on the times 25 crisis? Not even close yet. Breaking up came as a blessing, bro. You will find someone, just not in a bar or Tinder. Yeah, I wouldn't survive on Tinder.
You might survive in
But in a bar, I mean in Regina, there's only bars. Have you already watched Parasite the Maxim? Yes, I have watched Parasite the Maxim. That moment when you can't even jack off in privacy. God damn it, Migi! Very good anime. When I was younger, I watched a lot of anime. Including some
underway.
very sus ones.
I was gonna say a name of one aloud, but then I'm like, eh.
You can say it as long as it's not too explicit, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what that would
I
mean.
don't even want to be associated with the name.
Oh, are you going to say, like, Boku no Pico?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that one's just been memed held to death.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I could jerk off 5 times a day. That was my record. Thank you, Planksy. I'm sure we didn't all need to know that. Thank you, Planksy. I appreciate it, though.
Only 5
New
times?
sit rep.
He's a guy. Remember, guys and girls are different. But also, yes, that's us. That I feel like you could get stronger. You need to train that up. Man, I heard your porn addiction was really strong. Can I fight it?
Council agenda available.
Whenever you say, when I was younger, why do you always get the feeling that you're talking about times when dinosaurs still walked the earth? My brother in Christ. The reason why I say when I'm younger is because the difference between me at 27, 23, and 18 feel like I've lived, like, so in 7 years, almost 7 years, I'm turning 27 this year. In 7 years, I felt like I've lived 20. Because of the...
Forgot that I'm older than you.
Right. I forgot that too. Why am I getting pinged?
The funny thing is, that's also one of the first things I thought when I joined. I'm like, wait, was I older or younger than Aqua?
But yes, like, it's just because, like, I felt like I've lived 20 years in the span of 7. Which I am happy with, because I like that. I love experiencing things, but it's also like, I have felt like all of it all at once. I'm like, ah! So, part of me is hoping that things will calm down a little bit. Just a wee bit. I feel like it'll be a little bit better if it was. Just a little calmer. Man, why do I keep getting these void... I hate these things. It's such a waste of a slot. Now I feel old. Zentuzo, how old are you? No way, I feel like my childhood was so long and now life is going super fast. I mean, there's a mathematical reason for that. Time affects slower creatures. Aqua, look at your DMs. I saw you gooning over... I know you're gooning over rocks in my DMs. You and Eldritch Shark are gooning over rocks. I get it. I get it. Great great stuff. Still does not beat the plant lady in this game. I'm just saying. My falsies. Born 1984. Oh goddamn! the year the world went authoritarian. At least you're younger than my dad. Are you younger than my mother? She was born in 1980, so yeah, you're young. You're younger than my mother, thank God.
Younger than my mother.
Pardon?
I said also younger than my mother.
My mother was 18 when she had me, so she was pretty young. Did you sit next to Jesus in the 1st grade? No, but I happened to sit beside your mom in the 3rd. Don't try me, boy. Why do I still feel like I could be your father? Sorry, no one can be my daddy. I do have intense daddy issues, but you know, nobody can be my daddy. My intense daddy issues comes out with, I want women to kill me.
Right.
No, Luke, I am your father. Okay, that convinced me.
Reports a new breakthrough.
I have both. I am the issue. That just means you grow up in a really crappy home, my guy. I mean, having daddy issues does mean you kind of had a crappy father, but that doesn't necessarily mean you had a crappy home. Same with mommy issues.
Yeah.
If you have both, that just means you grow up with a crappy home.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I don't make the
Science
rules.
division reports success.
I got both, but my mom did her best.
My father was pretty crappy to me, but he did his best. I know that much. And then when then there was like a small 2-year gap where my brother was kicked out of the cult because he slept with someone. The horror. And then
The same damn thing?
pardon?
Didn't your dad do the same damn thing?
with my mother that he married and then had me. So, it is what it is. But there was a brief moment where he was kicked out of the cult, my sister was having troubles, and I was giving sermons in front of 15,000 people, where I was finally, for the first time in my life, the golden child. And then I left the cult, and then I'm back to being the black sheep. It's like, God damn it. From golden child to... No, I went from black sheep to golden child back to being a black sheep. That was my life.
Honestly, sounds more like you went from being a sheep to being a golden child to being a black sheep.
Oh, I was a black sheep, believe me. Like, even my siblings will agree. Not, my siblings will like, yeah, our dad really went hard on you. And the reason why? You remind me too much of myself, son. At least you can give wool now. Yes. I haven't been on supremacist this entire time! I have been on isolationist this entire fucking time! Back! I thought something fell off! What a noob. I know, right? Okay. I'm just fixing up my fucking policies tab. The Alzheimer's is getting worse. Maybe you should seek help. No. I just forgot. I just forgot her. I just forgot her.
Field engineers have cleared a blocker.
Holy fuck! Level 5 commanders! Hey, that's pretty good. Level 5 commanders starting off with. That is pretty good. I actually think I can bump it up to level 6. Once the next leader refresh happens.
Construction complete.
I don't know, man. I used to hang out with family from Jehovah's Witnesses. They were super chill. Sure, they could be super chill. For certain things. And they might tolerate your existence, but they genuinely believe that you're going to be destroyed at Armageddon soon. They genuinely believe God is going to come for you and smite you down. Soon, too. The world is going to end soon. Imagine teaching your children that. Imagine the stress, the worry.
And the rate the world is going, they're not wrong.
I mean, society can collapse, but not the world end. And not by God, and not because you're the wrong religion. Yeah, there are different levels of JWs. Usually JWs are have a bit more control over their members rather than that, but yeah, there are some that are chill. And also JWs are taught to be nice. They're taught to be nice to get people into their group more. You're taught to be as
Field
nice as you
engineers
can
have cleared a
and
blocker.
love bomb and stuff like that. The planet almost always survives with or without us. Oh yeah, the planet will carry on. Like, sure, the world can end, but the world has ended around the world several times for different people. They never even tried to recruit me? Here's the thing. I'll tell you right now, either A, they were not fully Jehovah's Witnesses or really believed, and they were faded JWs and just stayed for the sake of staying, right? to protect themselves, because if they ever left, they'd lose all their friends and family. Or they were lukewarm Christians, so to speak. And they're rare, but they do exist. That's not, like, your case is not normal. Fun fact. Your particular, like, learning of what happened, not normal.
Science Division report success.
Also, I have a long weekend today, so I'm so happy. Interesting. They keep those buffs, but they don't keep the planetary features. They keep the buffs, but not the planetary features. Really interesting, actually.
Field engineers have cleared a blocker.
That's kind of new, actually, for Echinopolises. Echinopolises normally didn't keep the planetary buff. Interesting. Okay, this is getting too religious for me again, and damn, it's late, so I'm going to thin myself out and leave. Good night to y'all. Have a good night, Zentuzo. Enjoy. Sleep well. Don't let the bud bugs bite.
AC went back to work, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I recently went to a sex shop and I got this little bag of
Science
candy called a
Division
bag of
reports
dicks.
a new breakthrough.
And you're trying to hide this from...
Specifically so I could specifically throw it at them to tell them to eat a bag of dicks.
Have you thought about this, though? If she went to the authorities, could that be considered sexual assault?
I mean, she shoved her foot at my gooch before.
That's just assault. That's just plain old assault.
Nah.
Skywatch has sighted a spaceborne life form.
It's the warmest part of the body. And our feet are cold.
Are you
Field
sure?
engineers have cleared a blocker.
She is icy, after all.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
She does happen to be icy. The fist of the Galactic Emperor. Oh,
Body temperature warmer than mine.
pardon?
She's warmer than me.
Oh. I burn, like, I... It's interesting, because I produce so much body heat, but when I'm in bed, I don't, like, leave a lot of body heat, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I produce so much body heat all the time, but I don't leave a lot behind. Like, my bed, if, like, when I leave it, will get cold very quickly, when, as other people, it stays, it lingers. I don't know. I don't know. Also, I want to see these Imperial fists.
Well, I do think I'm gonna head off. We'll see you later.
See ya. I'm always cold. Well, that's because you're an isopod. happen to be an Isabot. Holy feck! I am starting with level... That is a level 8 leader. Whoa! Hey, that's pretty good. That's a level 8 leader. That's impressive. That is extremely impressive. Theoretically, you could bump that up by one more level. So level 9. Is there a way to start off with level 10 leaders? Like level 10 commanders? I wonder if there's a way to start off with level 10 commanders. Do I need to come over there and smack your ass? I feel like I have to come over there and smack your ass. And not in a kinky nice way. I hate the
Science
cons.
division reports success.
I thought you hated the birds. The bjords. Yeah, sometimes it could be a mess. Those fucking birds that I hate. No one's opened up the L gate yet, so I think we're good for now. I turn off the L gates. I like the L gates because sometimes you get to actually like move in there, and I love moving into the L gate, when I can. They will open the L gate when the end game comes. Doesn't even matter to me. The L gate crisis, whatever it is, like is not even a threat. Like I can literally move one fleet over to deal with the L gate crisis. Right now we're at 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. We're about 4 million fleet power, which is enough to beat a times 25 crisis. It is enough. Yeah, it is. It may not be enough to beat the contingency, but it is enough to beat other stuff. I thought you need like 8 million minimum. Nope. If you like,
Council agenda ready.
you have to understand both the Unbidden and the Scourge are so easy to tech against, and you can kill them and their fleets before they can reach you. So the only one that is an issue is the contingency and maybe Satana. You don't necessarily need to. What you, but at the, for her final ship, yeah, you just do naked Corvettes and then throw them at her. But yeah, I'm going to build a few habitats now for soldier jobs. Because right now my limiting is my naval capacity. But yeah, so 4 million is enough to beat every one of the fleets that both the Scourge and the Unbidden have. As long as you take the fight tactically. You need to put as much distance between them and you as possible. And then you can do it. Okay, I think we're going to pause here and then see if we take on the late game afterwards. Okay. And we're going to pause here for the night. It has been an hour plus something, probably 2.5. So I think I've been streaming for like 3 hours now at this point. Yeah, thank you so much for joining the stream. Thank you all so much for being awesome and poggers. Let's see who we're going to raid. Let us find someone to raid. Is it another femboy? We drop it and do it. No. They have too many viewers. I want to do someone smaller. Did someone get excited from watching, I wasn't paying attention, but I heard femboys. Yeah, we're raiding a femboy channel. Calm down. If I can find them again. Here we go. Alright, everybody be nice, be kind, and we start this raid. Have a good one, bye! Raiding now!
That was the most confusing war in Stellaris I've ever taken up.